You're about to see a man being confronted in the nosebleeds as Georgia hosted the Florida Gators. When the man in black was asked to walk out of the venue, he said, "I'm either going to kill a cop or not leave. One of the two." Here's what happened next.
I didn't do anything against law. So tell me what my crime was. Right now, you know, touch me. She tried to kidnap my kids. I get it. Listen, there's a good way to do it. There is a good way to go downstairs and talk. There's a good way, there's a right way, there's a wrong way. There's a right way. I'm still sitting in my seat. The way you're doing right now is wrong. No, I'm still sitting in my seat. Right now? I'm still sitting in my seat. The right way is for me to tell you what happened. And I'm not leaving with all 5 of my kids. They can go with you or you can go to jail. I'll go to jail. I'm going to beat your ass. DJ Balance. Dude, you're not going to do that. I will do it. I'm trying to She tried to kidnap my kids. I understand what you're saying. She tried to kidnap my kids. What you're doing. You're not touching me. Now you will
The cop tries calming the guy down with his words, saying, "I get it, and there is a good way to do this, but we gotta go downstairs to talk." He'd also say to the man, "There's a right way and there's a wrong way." The man gets defensive, saying he wants to stay in his seat, while the cop basically tells him, well, that's the wrong route to go. Adding more to it, the man tells him that his version of the right way is what it is, and says he is not abandoning his 5 kids in the stadium. The cop simply says that they can go with him, or he can just go to jail. That sets the man off once more, saying, and I quote, "I'll go to jail, I don't give a blank, because I'm going to beat your blank if I go to jail," and name drops the cop. The cop says, "You will not do that," and the man doubles down. When the cop's partner tries getting him up, the man says, "Do not touch me," unless the taser goes off. They try putting cuffs on, and the man goes right in the direction of the partner, saying, "You want some?" It goes off again. The man who tries removing it from his body. One cop tells the other 2, it sounds like, "Hit him." That's when all hell breaks loose.
Trying to help you. I haven't done anything. You know that. I haven't done anything, man. You know that. You see me.
They would finally get this man removed from the stadium. Patrons told the man that he'll get his money and that the officers are about to lose their pension. Shockingly or not, another fight broke out with many fans being pummeled by police as cameras recorded it all. We have an update to all of this. Here we go.
Williamson says he recorded this video in the second quarter after an argument over verifying the fan's digital ticket.
They made contact with this man, and when he said, "I'm not leaving my seats, I paid for them," and they immediately pulled a taser on him.
Jacksonville's mayor saying, "I'm aware of several disturbing videos circulating. The incidents are under investigation." One safety analyst says it appears the officers were following their training because one fan could be seen with his hand around an officer's waist near the officer's firearm.
And the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said in a statement its professional standards division is, quote, aware of the videos circulating from the Georgia-Florida football game. Administrative reviews of the incidents are being opened. As such, the agency will not comment until all facts are known and the reviews have been completed.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office would hold a presser as well.
So there's 2 incidents that have been circulating on social media that got the most scrutiny, and we're going to cover those 2 incidents today. The first video that you're going to see is going to be a video that was circulated on social media.
Then on the second video, the lower concourse we spoke on.
So around 4:20 p.m., there was an employee with Safe who was working her assigned section of the station. At that time, she's making sure people are coming have the appropriate tickets for where they're going. Some children approached her to go to the section they didn't have tickets for, so she asked them to go find their parents and to come back with a ticket. There was some discussion back and forth about getting this ticket when eventually Walter Brown arrived and pushed the Safe worker out of the way, accused her of kidnapping his children and threatened to kill her, and then grabbed one of his children and drug them along up the stadium stairs towards other kids to follow. At this point in time, she decided that she did not want to be the victim of the crime of the battery which did occur. However, she did want JSO to respond and evict the attendee from the stadium for his injuries. So it's important to note that we, for the sake of you not at home, we had to censor some of the words that were said. But in case it wasn't clear, he repeatedly was using the N-word directed at the black officer.
In Brandon, Florida, we were aggressive and non-compliant. We never made safe workers, and when those safe workers called for JSO officers to eject them, these safe officers to comply. When the police officers resisted the officers' in violation of the law. The outcome of Walter Brown, Michael Long, Alexander Long, and Brandon Boyd's arrests. Historically, I had, with the 4 other arrests and 35 ejections with no issues, none whatsoever, that occurred on Saturday night's game, completely without incident.
Specifically, these 3 men, Michael Long, Anthony Long, and Brandon Boldy, were making threats towards other fans. They were getting in people's faces, creating an unsafe environment. There were fans that complained to say that they felt like they were unsafe sitting in their seats. They went up to the upper deck. The safe employee engaged them multiple times, gave them warnings to stop, warned them they could be ejected, and they still continued on their behavior. While this is taking place, and the safe employee is dealing with them, one of the fans actually took it upon themselves to go and try to find a police officer to come help the safe worker because of how unruly they were becoming.
From the Florida Times-Union, the sheriff's office had 128 officers and 12 supervisors working the game. They arrested 8, ejected 35. He said, they would say, all but 4 complied with their attempts to assist safe workers or security, athletic facilities, and events management, who are civilians keeping an eye on things and sometimes require official law enforcement.